Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem and our alma mater.
Lingers there its parting ray on the school we love the best. Bryan high, oh Bryan high, may thy praises never die. Sing we now our love to thee, our love to thee, oh Bryan high. You're lost, but that's not true. You simply live a dream or two. You traveled all this way to find you never left your home behind. Home is a place in your heart. Every journey leads you back to where you start. Close your eyes, it's very easy. You'll find that you're already home. We have to finish to begin. We have to lose place in your heart. Every journey leads you back to where you start. Close your eyes, it's very easy. You'll find that you're already home is a place in your heart. Every journey leads you back to where you start. Close your eyes, it's very easy. You'll find that you're already home. Home is a place in your heart. Every journey leads you back to where you start. Close your eyes, it's very easy. You'll find that you're already home. Yes, there's no place as good as home.
Friends, educators, administrators, and fellow graduates. We are honored to represent the class of 2018 and welcome you to this year's graduation ceremony. We cherish these last few moments all together before this chapter in our lives comes to an end.
No matter who you are or where you've been, each one of us can take something positive with us after we leave here today. This class is full of intelligent scholars, record-breaking athletes, creative artists, talented musicians. As scholars, we have excelled in the classroom and have been awarded over $2 million in scholarships. As athletes, we have claimed several titles and made regional, district, and state appearances on multiple occasions. Our drama, art, music, and dance programs have showcased their impressive talents in productions, art shows, recitals, and concerts. Together, we have succeeded through hardships and have overcome many obstacles, both personally and academically. Throughout these past 4 years, we have all matured and become upstanding young adults, and we believe that our class is truly one to remember.
We would like to thank everyone who has helped make this day possible. First, we would like to thank the Board of Education members. We would also like to express our gratitude to the community for their continued support of the schools. We would like to recognize the high school administrator, Mr. Steve Oswald, and the Director of Secondary Education, Mr. Mark Rary. Also, our class would like to show its appreciation to Mrs. Marissa Lupo and our guidance counselors, Mr. Nathan Neese, Mrs. Karen Meister, and Mrs. Kim Bassett, for their outstanding job they do not only to make this day possible, but all the hard work they put in throughout the whole year. We would also like to express our thanks to our senior class advisor, Mrs. Veronica Arthur, for the leadership and help she has given the class of 2018. Finally, the ceremony would not be possible without the amazing band under the direction of Mr. Rich Will or Mr. Ben Lupo and the senior choir members.
So again, thank you for attending the graduation commencement ceremony for the class of 2018. We wish everyone the best of luck in their future endeavors. While we may be sad that this chapter of our lives is closing, we know there is more to come. Like C.S. Lewis said, there are far better things ahead than any we leave behind.
Good afternoon. It is my privilege today to recognize those students in the class of 2018 who will be earning an honors diploma. In order to earn an honors diploma, students must meet 7 of the 8 criteria listed below. 4 credits of English, 4 credits of math, 4 credits of science, 4 credits of social studies, 3 credits of foreign language, 1 credit of fine art, an overall GPA of 3.5, and a 27 on the ACT. Please hold your applause until all names have been read. It is, again, my privilege to announce the students who have earned their honors diploma. Caitlin Antigo, Isaac Bowers, Allison Boyer, Elizabeth Canfield, Avery Carter, Stephanie Cook, Ethan Deal, Jordan Drinnen, Megan Ferguson, Eric Gendron, Ethan Jack, Logan King, Colin Klingler, Kayla Lemons, Jocelyn Miller, Margot Moore, Kaylee Nardone, Zachary Nobis, Rachel Perk, Madison Reiser, Nicholas Reeker, Jonathan Roberts, Amanda Romez, Brittany Rosendahl, Sophie Smith, Griffin Thompson, Grace Voigt, Bryce Wagner, Whitney Wheatrow, Hannah Wynn, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the honors diploma winners.
It is my privilege to introduce the top 10% of the class of 2018. Isaac Bowers, Allison Boyer, Avery Carter, Ethan Deal, Jordan Drinnen, Logan King, Kayla Lemons, Jocelyn Miller, Alex Moore, Margot Moore, Zachary Nobis, Jonathan Roberts, Brittany Rosendahl, Grace Voigt, Whitney Wetro, Brittany Willis, and Hannah Wynn. Congratulations, top. Congratulations, students.
Hello, students, staff, family, and friends. I am Gracie Voigt.
And I'm Whitney Wetro. As we graduate today, we are leaving our high school years and moving on to bigger and better things.
These past few weeks leading up to graduation, our coursework has slowed down and sports have come to an end, meaning we have had time to sit back and reminisce on our past.
It all started off in kindergarten.
Washington Elementary, when we first learned what school was.
Kindergarten and first grade, where we cried because we were being separated from our parents for more than a few hours. We soon realized, though, that school wasn't as terrible as we made it out to be.
We had many new experiences, like recess, lunch, music, art, and gym class, and one of my all-time favorites, when we learned to barn dance.
Oh, I remember that. This was also the year that we got to dress up like pilgrims and Indians.
That was a long time ago. Next was Lincoln Elementary.
Oh, remember the haunted bathrooms?
Oh yes, I remember those. One time the door slammed shut when I was in there. But hey, Lincoln Elementary was not all that bad. We got to learn what tininkling was in gym class. We played kickball at recess, had art class with everyone's favorite art teacher, Mrs. Knievi, and sat at lunch, girl, boy, the good old days.
Yes, that was always fun, especially when they taught us how to write in cursive. We had Pet Day and Grandparents' Day, and we cannot forget about Webkins. I think we all collected those, even the boys.
Those days soon came to an end, and we moved on to the middle school. Being a fourth grader in a school full of eighth graders was a very intimidating year for all of us. This new change was a time for learning, though. Teachers taught us the cell song, multiplication songs, and the decimal place rap to make learning fun. And I know many of us still remember every word.
Middle school was very exciting, though. We really found ourselves and our friend groups. We could join orchestra or band, we had more options at lunch, participated in health walks where we weren't allowed to talk, and we now had more than one teacher during the day. Oh, and we had field day, a day where we could see whose class excelled outside of the classroom.
We can't forget about our middle school health classes and the talk, which then escalated into the baby project. I don't know if this was supposed to be scaring us out of our middle school relationships.
I guess so, which definitely did not work. Well, for some of us at least. We could bears den our significant others because we were now allowed to have school emails.
Oh, and you can't forget about our 8th grade trip to Greenfield Village. But after that trip, it was time for a new chapter in our lives.
All the stress and worrying about little things like AR points, losing a bear buck, and what episode of the Magic School Bus or Bill Nye we were on was only the beginning of our worries.
The storm was just beginning. High school, back to the bottom.
Freshman year was hard for all of us. Students from different schools, from St. Pat's, as well as exchange students, were now joining us.
These kids who were once strangers quickly became our great friends, blending our class into a fun new mix of faces. We would all learn together that high school came with many more responsibilities and expectations than that of middle school.
Along with high school came high school sports, homecoming, prom, plays and musicals, so many things that we were going to be able to take part in.
Along with all those activities came a lot of success for our class.
Our class has been a part of 4 successful plays as well as 4 show-stopping musicals.
It feels like just yesterday that I went to see A Midsummer's Night's Dream. What a spectacular performance, all of them.
I think we could both agree that homecoming and prom were by far some of our favorite memories in high school. The exciting week leading up to the dance and the pep rallies that got the best out of everyone's class.
I don't think our class ever won that homecoming assembly, even our senior year when it was supposed to be rigged.
Our class had a lot of change, however. We switched schools halfway through our high school career, and everyone can remember that we were the first class to get to participate in air and park tests. Oh, what fun.
The school change was difficult, but this did not stop our determination to do well in sports and academics. Our final game in the old gym, our boys basketball team went out with a bang, beating Archbold as our student section stormed the court one last time.
I think a lot of people would agree that our student section contributed a great deal to the amount of success that our sports teams had over the years. Although we were annoying at times, we had so much fun.
Participating in the student sections was by far one of my favorite high school memories, but so was just watching our classmates succeed outside the classroom, like when Danica Hickey became state champion as just a freshman in bowling. Also, our last year at Bryan brought in a very successful sports year, bringing home both the girls and guys NWOAL All Sports Championship.
Or like when our very own Jordan Drennan performed at Carnegie Hall.
Also, girls softball winning the league title for the first time in history of Bryan softball, and the boys baseball and soccer teams also clinching a few league titles.
Let's talk about all of the state qualifiers in this year's sports season, like Isaac and Logan for boys tennis, John, Spencer, Evan, and Austin for track, Hannah for swim, and again, Danny for bowling.
Not only were we able to excel in sports, we also made many academic achievements, like on scholarship night when our class acquired $2.1 million in scholarships.
Yes, that's crazy. It was also interesting to get to see where people would be going this fall.
It's honestly crazy to think that we are here today graduating. It seems like just yesterday we were at freshman orientation, scared to death, but excited to start our new journey.
In just a blink of an eye, we turned from elementary students to middle schoolers and then big bad high schoolers, and today we are graduating together one last time.
We have participated in our final student section. We have gone to our final sports banquet, shanked the opposing team's hand one last time, and heard one last high school game whistle blow.
We have given our final math, social studies, and English presentations. We have studied for our final high school exam, and we have set our final high school morning alarm.
Whitney and I both agreed that our favorite high school memory was junior year when our favorite government teacher's skirt fell down while she was teaching class.
Don't worry, she gave us permission to say this.
Also, rest in peace, Washington Elementary, Lincoln Elementary, and Old Bryan High School.
We love you forever. You're gone but never forgotten.
Today, we are trading in our beloved purple and gold for our new college colors, work clothes, and uniforms. When we leave here today, I hope we do not forget our friends for the last 18 years.
We have been through everything together, and I wish you all the best. Once a golden bear, always a golden bear. We made it, guys.
I was so excited to speak to these fine young people that I almost jumped out of line there. So I just want to wish you a good afternoon. My name is Richard Hoopy. I'm the Director of Operations at Four County Career Center, and I'm also Vice President of Bryan City Council. In the past years when I've spoken, I've talked about the economic impact of Four County students on Williams County and Bryan, but today I'd like to take it a little different direction. Today I'd like to answer a question that I get all the time. What do Four County students do? Well, I will tell you. Four County students become partners with their teachers in their labs and become participants in their learning. Four County students run mills and lathes and welders. They design video games and magazine covers and landscapes and home interiors and parts for industry. They build houses and engines and computer networks and just about anything you can imagine. Four County students learn that it takes intelligence and vision and knowledge to work with your hands, and they learn to look you in the eye when they shake your hand. What do Four County students do? In the past year, they received national recognition for their skills. Early job placement students earned over $250,000 while still in high school. They received $250,000 in college scholarships. They took college level courses and earn college credit at no cost to them or their parents. And they raise money for organizations such as Christmas for Kids, American Cancer Society, Special Olympics, the Four-County Suicide Prevention Coalition, and other charities. What do Four-County students do? These 16, 17, 18, and 19-year-old young men and women, they make us proud. That's what they do. Would the Four-County students please stand to be recognized? You may be seated. Congratulations to you, and congratulations to the entire graduating class of 2018. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, we ask you to be respectful of everyone here today by please holding your applause and celebrations until all students have received their diploma. This simple act of respect will allow everyone to hear the words that mean so much to them, their child's name. On behalf of the Board of Education, administration, and staff of the Bryan City Schools, it is my pleasure to present to you the Bryan High School class of 2018. Would the first row please stand and come forward to receive their diplomas? Nicholas Ethan Abel. Michaela Ann Adams. Andrew Robert Allen. Kayla Mackenzie Altaffer. Renee Gabrielle Altaffer. Caitlin Audriana Antigo. Nicholas Lane Aschemeyer. Matthew K. Barlin. Travis Michael Beck. Aaron Lee Beckwith. Quincy Nicole Benedict. Alexander Lee Bingham. Caitlin Elizabeth Berkey. Stephanie Joan Blayo. Haley Ray Bostatter. Isaac William Bowers. Allison Joe Boyer. William J. Brandt III. Navin Timothy Brenneman. Alexis Taylor Brooks. Taylor Deanna Brown. Summer Alexis Burkett. Zachary Allen Campbell. Elizabeth Ann Canfield. Kellyanne Marie Cannon. Avery Marie Carter. Christian David Chiramonte. Trace London Shimilewski. Andrea Lee Clay. Stephanie Brianna Cook. Zane Thomas Cup. Krista Lynn Davis. Ethan Joseph Deal. Cameron Dick. Tracy John Dotson. Justin Patrick Doty. Dakota Renee Douglas. Jordan Ashley Drennan. Joseph Michael Fenter. Megan Elaine Ferguson. Sabrina Joe Fickle. Connor Edward Ford. Mason D. Fraser. Riley Harrison Frederick. Bryce Kenneth Gambler. Allison Renee Gant. John Allen Garza. Eric Leander Gendron. Caleb Michael Guerin. Zachary Stephen Goodspeed. Drew Matthew Grimm. Tyler Joseph Hartsock. Andrew Eric Heller. Corey Michael Hemingway. Curtis Henry Hess. Danny Hickey. Cody William Horn. Emma Faith Hurt. Ethan Keith Jack. Brooke Lee Jackson. Again, just a reminder, please. We want to make sure that people can hear the name of their child. William Parker Jackson. Ashton Renee Johnson. Austin Eric Johnson. Emily Marie Jones. Addison J. Keller. Jeffrey Scott Foster Kimball. Logan Thomas King. Kendra Dawn Klingler. Colin Joel Klingler. Brandon J. Kreischer. Peyton Douglas Lamberson. Sydney Dawn Lamberson. Ethan Ryder Langham. Alexis Dawn Lauren. Kayla Marie Lemons. Kelsey Ray Long. Marissa Carol Love. Anthony Lynn Lloyd. Gabrielle Jasmine Lusk. Reed Alexander Lyons. Dylan James Manley. John Andrew Stanley Mannix. Caitlin Elizabeth Markwood. Cassidy Renee Martin. Hannah Nicole Maxey. Madison Jewel McClure. Alyssa Marie Jordan McDaniel. Elizabeth Rose Metcalf. Jocelyn Marie Miller. Allie Jean Miner. Taryn Nicole Moliterno. Alex James Moore. Margot Pauline Moore. Andrew Allen Motter Whipple. Okay, their parents. Tabitha Marie Musser. Pierce Corbin Nagel. Kaylee Jean Nardone. Aubrey Elizabeth Neihart. Zachary Isaac Nobis. Tyson Anthony Ogden. Brittany Paige Ottstock. ZG Deuteronomy Perry. Isaiah Christopher Pinkham. Rachel Ellen Perk. Jared Scott Ramey. Madison Grace Reiser. Blaze Daniel Richards. Nicholas James Reeker. Caleb Michael Rink. Charles Ford Roberts. Jonathan Paul Roberts. Noah Joseph Antonio Roebuck. Caitlin Joanne Roars. Noah Alden Paul Rohr. Amanda Romez. Sierra Elaine Rose. Brianna Nicole Rosendahl. Brittany Janice Rosendahl. Devontae Raheem Royster. Noah Elijah Ruelas. Tanner Michael Sanchez. Jean Louise Santos. Correction, Jesse Louise Santos. Sydney Martin Schultz. Isaiah Allen Seamer. Elizabeth Lynn Schaefer. Taylor Faye Schaefer. Callie Nicole Shaw. Zachary Thomas Shaw. Madison May Shepard. Alyssa K. Schindeldecker. Tiara Lanier Slaughter. Evan Bradley Smith. Sophie Ann Smith. Zave Lavon Smith. Skylar James Sobchak. Faith Marie Speck. Jacob Allen Spees. Nagley Michael Stockman. Morgan Lee Street. Corina Ashley Sutton. Taya Nicole Tennant. Kelsey Ann Terrell. Griffin Clay Thompson. Elijah Jeffrey Tressler. Will Ethan James Turner. Noah Ryan Andres Villalobos. Grace Ann Voigt. Race Erickson Volmer. Bryce Robert Wagner. Raceland Dane Walls. Taylor Renee Watkins. Whitney Marie Wheatro. Brittany M. Willis. Spencer Jacob Winsler. Kendall Marie Wolf. Hannah Marie Wynn. Elizabeth Marie Yinger. And Haley Joe Zaire.
Members of the class of 2018, having completed the required courses set forth by the Bryan City School District and the state of Ohio, it is my honor to declare you, before everyone present today, graduates of Bryan High School. Congratulations to all of you, and best of luck with your future endeavors.
Good afternoon. My name is Kelsey Long, and as the president of the class of 2018, it is my honor to stand before you all today. Over the last 13 years, we have grown together, learned together, won and lost together. We've had good times and we've had bad. But today we leave stronger, more mature, and smarter than when we came in. I would first like to thank parents, siblings, and other loved ones for filling up our lunch accounts and waking us up when our alarms didn't go off, helping us study, although sometimes it felt like we were teaching you, and for pushing us to be the best we could be, whether that was on the field, the stage, or in the classroom. Next, I would like to thank our teachers. Everything we have learned over the past 13 years can finally be put to good use. We know we were a lot, and I mean a lot of work, but no matter what, you are always rooting for us. To my fellow graduates, look to the person on your left and the person on your right. After 13 years of growing up with one another in school, this will be the last time we all sit together as a class. When we walk out of this gym today, we will all be on our own separate paths, whether that means continuing our education, going straight to the workforce, or serving our country in the military. Although we have different plans ahead of us, I think there is a couple things we have in common right now. We are all excited for the freedom this day brings. With that freedom, though, comes nerves and fear of the unknown. Leaving for basic training in a state you've never been, or living in a 130-square-foot dorm room with someone you've never met before. Another emotion we might have in common today is sadness. Even if you don't want to admit it, every one of us is a tiny bit sad, some more than others. Your best friends from high school will now become the people you try to get together with during holiday breaks, and your mom and dad won't be there to slide you a little money when you're short on gas or to make your favorite home-cooked meal. We might even be feeling a little sad to say goodbye to our teachers, who are always kind enough to offer a little extra credit to save our GPAs, or those administrators who are always ready with a Friday morning joke. But in addition to being a little sad, I would say most of all, we are a little scared. Scared of what the future holds. The world has shown us that failure can be devastating and cause us to doubt ourselves. But honestly, failure is unavoidable. It will happen unless we live our lives so carefully that it is like we didn't live at all. When we see successful people, we don't see how they got to where they are today. We don't see their missed shots, their wrong answers, or their bad ideas. Failure will teach us things we can't learn anywhere else, and we must risk failure in order to really live our lives. Take a second to think about some of your own defining moments. I bet almost all of you have at least one memory where you conquered your fears or did something adventurous with your best friends. These are the times when we felt most alive. We're all about to enter the adult world, a place where perfection and getting our way won't always happen. If we spend the next 5, 10, or 20 years aiming for perfection, then we are setting ourselves up for disaster. We are still young, emerging into adulthood. This is a time for us to try new things, embrace big ideas, and make mistakes that will help shape us into who we are meant to be. So I encourage you to step out of your comfort zone, let these next couple years be stress-free, fun, and filled with self-discovery. For all of you that have a plan for your future, keep your options open. You never know what twists and turns are right around the corner for you. Try to put your all into whatever you do. And for the group of us still figuring out what we want to do, don't worry, we aren't behind schedule. We will find our dreams, or maybe our dreams will find us. But no matter what, go after whatever it is you want to do in your life. We have the power to turn our dreams into reality. I would like to leave you with this quote from Mark Zuckerberg. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. Congratulations, class of 2018.
You're lost, but that's not true. You simply lived a dream or two. You traveled all this way to find you never left your home behind. Home is a place in your heart. Every journey leads you back to where you start. Close your eyes, it's very easy. You'll find that you're already home. We have to finish to begin. We have to lose before we win. And soon we'll see it isn't far from where we were to where we are. Home is a place in your heart. Every journey leads you back to where you start. Close your eyes, it's very easy. You'll find that you're already home is a place in your heart. Every journey leads you back to where you start. Close your eyes, it's very easy. You'll find that you're already home. Home is a place in your heart. Every journey leads you back to where you start. Close your eyes, it's very easy. You'll find that you're already home. Yes, there's no place